I'm going to show you a couple of keyword research tools that I found recently that I thought would be extremely useful, especially when you're in that ideation phase and trying to find those long tail keywords, because that's really where you're going to make your money in AdWords. So the old way for finding keywords and looking for keyword volume is you'd use Google Keyword Planner, or what used to be the keyword tool, search by location. So we might say something like running shoes, and then click Get Ideas, and we get a rough estimate about how many search impressions were available, about 880. We all know that's kind of BS. Sure, there's 880 for that exact search term, but there's so many long tail phrases. I think the recent study that came out is 50% of searches done on a daily basis on Google have never been done before. So you really have to find those long tail with at least 2 to 3 descriptors. So cheap running shoes sold by Nike in 2012 or something like that might be helpful. So there's 2 tools that I've been using to do this. First is keywordtool.io, and I'll make sure to link this below the video. But what you would do is you put in running shoes, and then it uses Google Suggest. And once you start seeing some of the results that it gives you, it's really amazing for doing research and coming up with new ideas. So even the first result here, so running shoes for flat feet, great. Running shoes for overpronation, for wide feet. And then it breaks it down by running shoes with a space, running shoes A, running shoes Austin, running shoes Amazon, and all of these different phrases that you can go after. And then even if you got an idea here, so maybe you wanted to go running shoes for overpronation, then you can put that into the search and see if you can get even more ideas. So we'll let that run for a second, and then you can see even more examples. Running shoes for overpronation 2014. Running shoes for overpronation Nike. So if you own a store, e-commerce store or brick and mortar store that sells shoes for these are the type of high intent search phrases that are going to yield the most beneficial results. Another tool that I've been using that I like, not as much as keywordtool.io, but it's called Keyword Finder. The URL is kwfinder.com, and we can search running shoes, analyze. So what this does is really focusing on long tail keywords and SEO competition. So you'll see the interest over time, which is helpful if you're trying to gauge how much emphasis you want to put on that campaign. It will give you a similar feedback that you would see in Google Keyword Planner, but then it shows you the top results in the SERPs, some key metrics like page rank. They have some citation flow, trust flow, and if you have questions about that, you can always click through. But it gives you a better idea of who your competition is, and they'll also give you some examples here. And then if you wanted to, you could click to add these to your list. You can click all, add to a new list, just say new. And then if you're registered, you can save that to a list, export it, and add it to Google AdWords. So both these tools are extremely helpful for research, like I mentioned, but are going to help you find those high dollar phrases or high ROI phrases that might not have a ton of search traffic, but when you start to build out ad groups for each of them, you'll see a lot higher ROI than just going after something basic like running shoes.